Here's another funny one. A couple of years ago, or a while ago, the Crips and the Bloods, they were trying to pull their resources again, like they did before, and they were trying to buy up a whole bunch of companies and stuff, and they're using drug money. That was actually belonged to me, but because they're just basically stealing it and basically just doing this and that and selling it behind everyone's back, and they're basically trying to buy up a bunch of companies to try and make sure that things that don't get negatively posted that basically about them and stuff like that, and just basically just trying to get guns and buy real legitimate companies to and get them. They're trying to get legitimate companies to basically make them guns, like turning a toy manufacturer into basically a gun shop, right? Basically so they could get cheap weapons or whatever, so they can go out and do more murdering and killing and raping like they did before in the old days, because they used to have good weapons and good this and good that, and then it all got taken away from them. Anyway, so they were pulling their resources somewhere around the 60s or 70s. They're trying to buy legitimate companies and even get legitimate aircraft and even get legitimate ships and stuff and legitimate houses and stuff like that, using drug money. And they also tried to get legitimate stocks to try and take over companies, to try and get computers or whatever, legitimate stuff. And basically there's a law that says that you can't use drug money if it's illegal and, buy companies. And so, what they're going to try and kill me and kill other people. They're going to try and do something bad, and so when what they were going to do was found out about, we basically said, okay, that's it. Your money's now ours, and basically we took it all away from them, pretty much. And they said, well, why do you get to do that? Well, because I'm the government and I created money, and you're living in my country, and because I'm your creator. So, anyway, yeah. So anyway, so it was all taken away from them, and they were stopped because they were going to kill people and do bad things, and basically it was just like, you're crazy, enough. So, that was taken care of, like they say. So anyway, yeah. But they were mad because, a bunch of people took away their money and basically spent it on good things. I think we took it and we basically spent it on like some sort of like building of a house, building of a town or something like that, or investing in something else. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, they got all mad and they were like, why do you get to do that? He was like, well, because I'm the government and I'm the creator of, I'm also the one who created the government and the one who created the money and the one who created the 800 galaxies. And, that's why, I'm the one that's in charge of everything. So, and what they were trying to do was actually counterproductive to their own health as well as the health of a lot of other people. I think they were trying to get chemical weapons or something like that. They're trying to do something really bad, nasty, and horrible, and they just had to be stopped. So, just like, all right, that's it. Your money's gone. So anyway, they got all mad, of course. Probably vowed vengeance for that too, because we took away their money, all that, or will. Anyway, so anyway. Yeah, like I said, mostly the public and other people deal with this kind of stuff, not me. But sometimes I did do certain stuff. Nowadays, not anymore. Like other people have to deal with it. Well, I mean, I dealt with it for so long, and kept everyone safe for so long, and managed everything first person so long that, well, after you get to a certain point and a certain age, it's like, well, you're gonna have to deal with these people eventually yourself. So, well, you gotta deal with them. So. Anyway, so other people started to deal with them as well because, well, they're, like I said, they're shooting up towns and killing, raping, all kinds of stuff. So the Bloods and the Crips really are that bad. They're really bad people, and well, I mean, they're related from Papa and the red coats and the brown coats and the gray coats. That's who they are. And then they tried to say that those were French or someone else, but it was actually the black people only, and just two different groups of them, browns and blacks, and mostly because Papa or someone was leading them. So anyway, right into the ground. He could have gone up, but they anyway. And like I said, his end result was basically to kill off all the older ones, and then pretty much put them down into a point where they couldn't even speak. He eliminated all language and eliminated all writing and everything else like that because he wanted to basically switch them over to him, pretty much. So where they would be eating out of his hand. So even they had a problem with him. Anyway, whatever, that's their problem. Not my problem, so. Anyway, but all this is all because of me. You know, the cities, what's it called, the aircraft. You know, well, and a lot of other people. I can't take all the credit. A lot of great people, but mostly a lot of it was me because I kept everyone going and everything. But I got like other colonies. This is just one of my planets. It said there's like 400 other planets and 800 other galaxies. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I mean, technically they nuked me, they stabbed me, they killed me, they gave me a nasty disease that I died from. They nuked me to see if that would kill me and take me out permanently. And someone put me back together. I was atomized. Like in 1850, I was atomized. I was literally feet from a nuclear bomb. Like literally almost strapped to it. Or chained to it right next to it, basically, when it went off. And everything went white. And then, but I didn't die, so. And people put me back together, bit by bit. So, yeah. I was literally, like, I'm serious, 1850. I was literally feet from a nuclear bomb when it went off. So. ain't that a thing? Literally, like, I was literally right next to a nuclear bomb, like right, within a foot. They said you were within a foot of it. So anyway, so I went off. Anyway, like I said, I didn't even feel it. I didn't even know it went off. Like you don't even know it goes off. It just all of a sudden everything's white, and then I'm back. So I was saved. So by my people, because I am a creator and I am real. And well, you know, dying like that kind of sucks. So, but they thought that a nuclear bomb would actually kill me permanently. So, but my people just looked for nuclear weapon signatures and then found me. I was like, oh, there you are. You died right there. Now we just have to get you. So they went back and got me. So took them 150 million years, but hey, yeah, whatever. So anyway, yeah. I mean, if you're real, then things will, you know, I'm real, so things are a bit different for me, fortunately. Otherwise, I would be dead if things weren't different for me. So, and being the neighbor of America and the creator of 800 galaxies and also Earth and everything else. So, anyway, a lot of strange things have happened. I'm creator of, they say, 700,000 other life forms, including plants, animals, and some things of fish and toads or whatever. They gave me a list one time, like this is basically 700,000 other life forms, but I only claim like 12 or so. So my favorites, but they say it was something like 700,000 forms of life. About maybe more. They said, well, maybe more, but that's about all we can really find of you. But that's 700,000 life forms is a lot. And that was, see, at first they thought, no, I had never created life forms, or I'd only created like the 12. But then they looked and they realized that other life forms had just recreated what I'd already created again to cover up what if they looked back a little bit further, they would notice that pretty much they like did it instead of me or something like that. But basically when they looked and did the little thing, did whatever, and I guess they can see through dimensions or whatever, or what has happened or something. I don't really know. I mean, they said when they really did look and really trace it out, I created like 700,000 life forms, basically, personally. Anyway, and most of which are still around, they said, today. So, or something like that. They tried to say they weren't around, but then they said most of which actually are still around. So, anyway, they just created it before me or created it on top of me. So, on top of what I did. Like, changed it just a bit. But they didn't really actually, like, I did the creation and they just, whatever. And then, but it made it look like others had created, so they hadn't. Or something like that. Or they just created the same thing, only a little bit different. Anyway, but yeah.